It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Seahawks and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3 games. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Hurts throwing right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Geno down to throw. Short throw to Disley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That is caught. Room here to run. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down to the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on it.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
Yeah. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that
really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Completes to Zacchaeus. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 11-2 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Geno. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Smith. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitching coach there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And here's Rodgers on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up that way and cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good one.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and up towards the incompletion.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Smith on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the red zone now, Smith.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 4.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about you? And this will be caught by Metcalf for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. There he goes left side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this is going to remain a one-point game. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Evans running behind center. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side with Evans. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. James Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that one an 8-play drive and spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love the
touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now Gino on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gino's going to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Pretty straightforward, didn't it? One good receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. A little juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Hurts going to move him around. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, a run with Cohen. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the screen, this is Evans. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run forward with Petty. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
This is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Locates Swift yet again for another completion.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target all in all. He's been much sharper this week. He was over 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
On the counter, it's Evans.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Got her. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can